Well, good evening. It's November the 14th, Saturday. There in the evening now. Uh, Raining outside, been raining and blowing, kind of blistery out there, a lot of wind. Earlier today, it was in the 40s. I just looked, and right now it's up to 50 degrees. It must be a warm front that came in, bringing these fronts for all the weather. Uh, this is Glenn Zimmerman, in case you didn't know. Uh, I ask that you subscribe. Uh, when you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and you'll get notified when there's a new uh, video that I put out. I appreciate if you hit the like button also. And if you got some comments, please comment, and I'll try and answer and get back to you. As you notice, looks like I haven't shaved for a little while, a week or so. I figured this time of year, winter's coming. Maybe it's a good time to grow that beard back again. So maybe I'll give a shot at that, see how that goes. Well, this video today is it's about the name of it is "It's Here Now." Now, I'm sure you probably think you already know what I'm talking about when I say it's here now. Uh, I'm talking about this virus that's been here since March, I think, here in Oregon. If I looked right, it said March 20th, the first case was reported in Oregon. Now we're up to about 55,000 cases. And last count, there was about 759 people that died from it or with it. It just depends. I look at those stats and I see that it says, they also had underlying health issues. They were 89, they were 94, they were 76, they were whatever. And then there's a rare one that's lower in the 40s and 50s and sometimes even younger than that. And I'm not here to say that they didn't die from the disease, thinking that probably it exacerbated or it made it worse, whatever condition they had. And I'm not, that's their stats. I didn't write them, so. But the reason I say it's here now is we had a couple cases here now. Those of you who don't know, I live at a place. It's the main building, large building with many apartments, probably 50 or 60, I don't know exactly. But it's an assisted living, senior living facility. And I live here in the complex, excuse me, in what they call independent living. I live in a duplex, single car garage, 2-bed, 2-bathroom, living room, dining room, full kitchen, extra wide halls. It's a great facility as far as the way it's been built. Oh, excuse me. So I'm not over there in that facility, but as of Friday, they put out a letter saying that, hey, they found 2 positive cases of the COVID. And so that's the reason I say it's here now. There was a comedian, and I know it's a bad name now. A lot of people really don't like him for the crimes he committed or he was found guilty of. But his name was Bill Cosby. He's still alive. He was a great comedian, black gentleman. He was funny. He could really spin some yarns. But I remember many years ago him giving his real 2-minute version of a movie that was made in 1958 called The Blob. And I happened to go ahead and look at that tonight, part of it. One of the stars in it was Steve McQueen. And he was a teenager back then. He played the part of a teenager. And an asteroid hit the Earth and busted open, and this thing was a blob, and then it spread. And Bill Cosby's version of when he was talking about the blob, he was saying it landed on the earth. Uh, it's in your state. It's in your city. It's on your street. And it's at your door. That's how it progressed. And this COVID, kind of the same thing. It started over in China, and it's progressed to the United States. And then it's went through different states, cities. It's here in our city. And now it's at our door. Uh, it's kind of real, and I keep that's a. Oh, I get the hiccups for some reason. Uh, it's here now. That's the name of this. I did a couple videos back. I did videos about wearing a mask, and uh, before Friday, I kind of took it for granted. I drove around. If I went to a store or I got out in public, I wore the mask. One, because I'm required to here in this state, and secondly, because I think it's a good idea. Nothing else, I'm not going to spread whatever I've got to somebody else. I don't know how good it's going to be about filtering out what's coming at me, but it's got to be better than nothing. And so I wear it. And it was just a thing. I do it. I haven't had hiccups in years, and now I've got them. I don't understand that. Uh, Again, I keep saying it's here now. Well, they've shut the building down over there. Nobody's moving in. Nobody's moving out. Uh, they're taking all kinds of precautions, sterilizing stuff, and everybody's in full protective gear continuously. Uh, they came by yesterday, and I not only got one swab for a test, but I got two of them. One was sent off, and the other one was a rapid one. And so far, I'm negative. I don't have any symptoms of it. I hope I don't. I'm one of those people, unfortunately, that's fall in that high risk category. For my age, uh, the different medical issues that I have makes me a high risk, and I just didn't really want to do it. I don't want to get that. I don't like being sick, and I definitely don't want to do that. It's got some part for people in their 30s, 40s, and teens, and all that stuff. Uh, it's got a high recovery rate in the 90s. I don't want to be in the 90s. I don't want to be in the 70s. I don't want to be in the zeros. I just don't want it. Another way that it's changed here for us is since I'm in independent living, when they shut it down back in March, or April, whichever it was, whenever they shut it down here, well, I used to go take my meals over in the dining hall because that was included in the rent of the facility here. And so they shut that down to where we were persona non grata over there. They didn't want us coming in and possibly catching it or spreading it or what have you. So they were bringing our meals to us. Well, now they still bring the meals to us, except they only are allowed to put them outside on the table and ring the doorbell and stand back 6-8 feet if you answer the door and check to see if you got your menu in or whatever they had. So I almost feel like I've never been an inmate, but it kind of feels like what I see in the movies. The inmates they bring their meals and slide them under the door or through the door to them and whatever. And I kind of get that illusion here. Our meals are served right to the door and knock on the door and stand back and go out and get your meal, but no contact. So it's starting to sink in a little bit. This is serious. This is real. I got to start getting real serious about it too. So uh, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. So many people are laissez-faire about it. They just don't take it that serious. I don't want to be one of those people anymore. I want to take it serious. I want to be around for my grandkids and for my daughters and for my wife. Uh, those of you may wonder, the wife is still in a skilled nursing facility. She's got the go ahead to start some therapy, but you got to go through all the hoops with the insurance and everything else. So she's waiting on that, and then she'll start some therapy where she can put some weight on her leg. She broke her femur, and so that's going to be a while. Definitely won't be home for Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's hard to say where she'll be come Christmas time. So anyhow, that's where she's at. I don't want to go and end up in a facility like that myself. I like it here where I'm at. It's kind of ironic. We got 2 bedrooms. I don't sleep in either one of the beds. When the wife was here, she didn't sleep in her bed. We both slept in recliners because we have trouble laying flat. Yeah, probably TMI, probably too much information there about me. But anyhow, that's the reason you see behind me the storage. It's just some stuff that's stacked up on the bed there. But I'm going to be taking this real serious, and I would advise anybody and everybody to take it serious. Our governor on Friday announced that they were going back to a partial shutdown. Restaurants that they had allowed to start having dining in, they're shutting that off come next Wednesday. No more dining in. Uh, Gyms and all these kind of places, I don't know whether they're totally shutting them down or limiting them and having them close early. They're shutting down on the churches where you can only have I think like 25 people max, including staff there. So things are going reverse right now, going backwards. And trying to get a handle on all this. I hope they do. The winter doesn't look that encouraging, but we have to stay encouraged. This is a temporary place that I live, and for you too. We're just visitors here on this planet called Earth, and then we'll be going home, hopefully to be with Jesus Christ. That's where I'm planning on going to be with Him. We talk about this presidency, the presidency thing. It's being disputed. One guy says he won. The early votes by the media say he won. Quite possibly he did. The other one says, "Hey, wait a minute. I want all this counted, and I want I've got lawsuits." And so it doesn't really matter who the president is. Bottom line is, it's what matters is Jesus is my King, and He's my road to salvation, and that's what counts. The hereafter, many, many umpteen zillion years as we count in the future. We're only here for a short time, and that's the thing you need to be right with is with Jesus as a Savior. And I'm not here to preach to you. I'm just telling you how I feel and what I'm interested in. So even if I was to get this and die of underlying reasons, as they call it, I know where I'm going, and that's what you should do. Is sure know where you're going. I want to cut this off here in a second. I just wanted to talk about it, uh, the virus, and how I have changed my mind and I'm real serious about it now. Before I go, I wanted to give a special shout out to my youngest grandson, Benjamin. He likes to be called Benji. Uh, Great kid, great kid. But he watches. I guess he watches all my videos, and that makes me feel real proud. But I just wanted to shout out to him and say hi, Benji, and I hope you do watch this video. And I love you, little guy. And with that, I'll shut this thing off and see you the next time.